Hello, welcome all. In this brief learning episode, we are going to take a look at the recent heated topic, which is moonlighting. I have divided this subject into two parts. In this video, we are going to look at part one of moonlighting. What is moonlighting? What does it mean? Moonlighting refers to taking up side hustles or additional job after working hours to earn additional income. Who and all are involved in moonlighting? Whether it is only the white collared workers or the blue collared workers, irrespective of the level, whether it is senior management or middle management or junior management employees, all are involved in moonlighting. All levels, whether it is white collared or blue collared, all category of employees, it depends upon the market opportunities available. To quote an example for a white collar worker involved in moonlighting, let us take a software engineer may be engaged in coding after office hours for another employee. To illustrate an example for a blue collar worker, an electrician may work during weekends and take up part time jobs. So, therefore, all are involved. It is not junior level or middle level or senior level, it is all levels. Now, moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of moonlighting in respect of employees. So, what are the major advantages? As I see, there are many advantages, but I'm going to mention only three major advantages and three major disadvantages here. The first advantage is it's an additional income for the employee to tide over the inflation. The second one is in case of recessions, which is happening frequently, it is an additional guaranteed income and there is job security. Even if the employee loses a job, loses his primary employment, he has a secondary employment. And the third one is the employee is able to fulfill his aspirations, dreams, he is able to live an integrated, holistic life. So that is one of the major advantages. What are the disadvantages in respect of employees? The employees lose the trust and credibility with the primary employer. Apart from that, the employee feels stressed if he is not planning the moonlighting properly, if he takes multiple jobs at a time. And another major disadvantages is there would be a volatile income. The income would be fluctuating. He can't have a guaranteed income. These are the major disadvantages in respect of employees. But the most important disadvantages is he loses credibility and trust with his primary employer. Now, moving on to the employer. What are the advantages and disadvantages in respect of employers? As far as the employer is concerned, the primary advantage is the employer can use this as in his employee value proposition statement, and he can attract the so-called millennials or Gen Z. It can be an important component of EVP. The employer can tell that we allow ethical moonlighting or transparent moonlighting. That is one of the major advantages. Employer can attract talent if it is transparent and if the policy is clear. What is the disadvantage for the employers? Disadvantages are many. Let us discuss about few major disadvantages. One of the major disadvantage is the sensitive confidential information may be leaked out, copyrights, patents, etc. may be leaked out. Confidential business information can be leaked out. This is one of the major disadvantages. Second one is if the employee involves in moonlighting, there will be loss in full-time productivity. That is also a major disadvantages. Employee may frequently avail leave. This may also be one of the disadvantages for the employers. Then now moving on to the generational impact. Here, what do we mean by the generational impact? That is how moonlighting was prevalent during the years, during the older generation, and today, in today's context. During the older generation, we would have witnessed many old employees, that is, who were born in 1970s or 80s, would have worked as a full time employee in a particular reputed corporate and would have involved in part time jobs like typewriting, taking tuitions after office hours, or working as an insurance agent. Is that not moonlighting? Yes, it is moonlighting. But one can argue that those days the salary levels were very low and the employee had to run his family, and therefore the part time job was accepted. One can place an argument. But having said that, in today's younger generation, the millennials or Gen Z, they are looking for a meaningful life. For them, work is not life, work is only a part of life. They are expecting something beyond work in life. They want to lead an integrated and holistic life, and therefore they are involved in moonlighting and pursuing their dreams, pursuing their talents, etc. If it is done after office hours, it is okay. Now let us go into the views of the traditional versus new age companies. Not the views, maybe how they deal it. The traditional companies may be more rigid with respect to moonlighting, may give a pink slip immediately, but the new age companies may have a different policy for moonlighting and may accept moonlighting. With this, I'm concluding part one of this micro learning module. In part two, we will see the other facets of moonlighting. Hope you learnt something useful. Thank you for patient listening. And this is Chidambaram Ramanathan signing off. Catch you in episode 2 of Moonlighting soon.